I'm Khyra Steiner, and you're listening to Elaborate with K. Elaborate with K. So hey everyone, welcome back to Elaborate with K. Today we have a very special guest, my friend Devin. Hi. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. My name is Devin Saddler, and Khyra. We both go to Dodge, and we kind of met there and just been locked in ever since. Trying to make it in the film industry.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We're both struggling, so if you have a job, let me know. And let her know too. Thank you. Yeah, I guess that's why. Oh yeah, we're both seniors. This
Crazy.
I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. We're about to hit the real world, but yeah. Khyra, how you doing?
I'm good. Definitely, like you said, just it's surreal.
Yeah.
It being senior year, I feel like I just started.
I
feel like the little freshmen that are moving in.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I was them like last week.
No, literally, I don't know. It's weird. I thought that college was going to be this very long, elaborate experience. It's going to be this significant. It still is significant part of my life, but like now it's like, oh, you're done, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm just now adjusting. Like I just found my
Right,
groove
I just
and
figured it
everything.
out.
Right, and I was like, oh, that's cute, but it's time to wrap it up. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
officially. So I would like not. Don't take college for granted, I would say. Like, it goes by really fast. Like, and I know, like, you hear that when you first come in, but, like, literally, like, it's done. And I'm like, oh, and then you start freaking out. And then you pay bills, start settling down, raise family, and, yeah, awesome.
Well, that's a little further down the line.
Yeah, I guess so.
We have to make a couple movies first.
Yeah, I guess that's the goal. But
how else am I supposed to pay for my multi-million-dollar house?
in Malibu, California.
So, I mean, where do we start? What made you get into movies?
I broke my knee. No, I'm playing. So, I mean, technically, okay, there's lore, but I'll be quick with it. Basically, I've always been into movies. My mom got me into movies. Shout out to my mom. She would take us to the movie theaters and like ask us what was the. She was like, "What was the movie?" So then, also, Khyra kind of knows this, but like I'm also kind of like weird, a little bit. So it was like, I would like every time I would see a movie, especially like action movies, I would be around the house like jumping around, building like forts with like the pillows and like making noises and stuff, and it would drive my parents nuts. And they're just like, my mom was like holding on to hope, like maybe it'll like come into use one day. And then my dad was like, hey son, you know what, you need to start like, throwing and catching balls and playing sports and stuff. Like you need to like be normal. So so he put me into like flag football, and then from there I was like, oh, I want to be an athlete. And then God said, nah. And he kind of like took this knee out and this hip out. And I was like, what am I going to do? Yeah, it's a little graphic, my bad. But yeah, I was running track and doing that 200 meter. And it was just like, yeah, you know this because Khyra is a track runner. Oh my gosh.
One of the million things that I'm doing with my time.
Go Panthers. But yeah, then I kind of like had this like, I guess what is that, quarter life crisis? Yeah, high school crisis. I don't know.
Like
eighth, yeah, maybe, yeah, eighth life crisis, and then it was just more like a hey, stop hiding like what you want to do, and obviously it's been in front of you the whole time, so like accept it. I said, okay. And then ever since then, I haven't looked back. So it's been a glorious, like, 6 years where I've been taking it, like, seriously. And then 4 of those years I've been in college this is my 5th year now. Oh yeah, I'm a class of 2020 grad, and I got in. You know what's weird? I got into Chapman my first time, and then I didn't go because this little small thing that happened. It was called COVID. Probably never heard about it.
Tiny little thing.
Yeah, tiny little thing. But it causes inconvenience in the paycheck, and like, you know, if you know anything about Chapman, yeah, that bill is nuts. But anyways, we
apply for scholarships.
Yes.
Financial aid scholarships.
That's the only reason why I'm here. Right? It's like, that's the only reason I'm here. Yes, apply to scholarship. Kids or people our age or I don't know the demographic watching this. But literally, I went to this small school called Biola because they gave me like a lot of money and they had a film school, so I went there for a little bit and then I was like, oh, nah, and then I like saw Chapman again. Chapman's always been kind of like the dream school, so I was just like, I'm gonna go here, mom and dad, thank you very much. And then I got my grades like ups, and then they gave me like a merit scholarship, and now I'm here at Chapman. Yay! Best
crazy.
Film school.
Chapman wasn't on like my radar.
You know what? Okay, it didn't come in till like junior year, cause like
no, I didn't know about it till like senior year.
Oh,
I was so like I had all of the schools that I like knew of and heard about,
like USC,
UCLA, like LNU.
Ew, no, I'm playing.
I mean, I knew about. I wasn't going to New York, but I knew about NYU.
Yeah.
Like all of those were on my list and like on my radar, and I had no idea about Chapman. Like my mom told me about it. She was like, "What about Chapman?" And I was like, "What is this?"
What? That's so. Was it like a top film schools in the U.S. kind of
that she searched? Probably.
Yeah, that's how I found it. I just
know.
looked up top film schools, and Chapman was like.
I never heard of it. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing when I was applying.
I lied about everything. Actually, hold on. Actually, shout out Cameron Baker, one of my like best friends. He got a track scholarship to Chapman. They were trying to recruit him, and then I went with him because like this was the time where I like got hurt and I was like sad and mopey. He was like, "Hey, come with me to this like small private school." I said, "Okay," and then we went out there, and then they were just like, "Oh, we have a film school." And I was like, "Really?" And then that's how I found out about it. But and then also I looked up top film schools and it was on there.
Yeah,
so, like, it was a combination of both, but. That's how I found Chapman. It's weird, like, a lot of LA people, like, don't, like, they stay in LA or they go far, but they don't come to Chapman. It's more like, you either go to USC, UCLA, or LMU, or you go to
the East Coast.
East Coast. And I was just like, we're not fans of cold. So we decided
not
to be
at
warm.
all.
And we also wanted to
That's
be
the LA in me.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't do
we're
cold.
Like 10 minutes away from each other.
Yeah.
10 minutes before this interview. And like I literally was just like, I'm not going to the East Coast, but I also don't want to be like 5 minutes from home, which is where SC is to me. And I was just like, I'm gonna go out here to the OC. Yeah. That's how I ended up at Chapman. But so far, I love it. Well, so far, man, I'm about to end. But like this is it.
Crazy. We still have a whole year.
Yeah, that's gonna go by so slow.
I wish.
I'm playing, but yeah, that's like my origin film story. Am I allowed to ask you questions or not?
Yeah.
How did you get into film?
How did I get into film? Okay. So this starts way back when I was like 6.
Yeah.
And I used to do acting. When I was a little kid, I was a little actress.
You know what?
I was a little actress.
I see it.
Yeah. I stopped when I was like 11. Wow. When I was like, this isn't what I want to do.
Okay,
because I was gonna miss school. I was up for a role. I was up for a role, and my mom. I didn't get it. And my mom told me that if I got it, we would have had to be in Canada for like 3 months to film. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't get it because I didn't want to miss 3 months of school. But anyway, so yeah, I used to do acting, so I always liked I was always like in the entertainment industry, and like it was fun. I loved reading, like, so reading scripts, reading books, and I used to write little like short stories and poems and stuff as a kid. So I thought I was gonna be an author and an editor. I thought I was gonna be an author, but then I was like, I don't really want to write books, and I was like, maybe I'll be an editor, and people will pay me to read their books and tell them what's wrong with it. Like, that sounds great.
Is that still a thing now, like the editor?
I don't know. I mean, we have spell check now.
That's
and Grammarly.
Everything that
probably not.
Now,
but at the time, I was like 10. So I was like, I'm gonna be an editor, an author, editor, maybe a journalist. I was on my school's like magazine and newspaper, and I kind of just went through school. Yeah, I kind of just went through school like thinking that, and I loved like watching movies, and even like I would download like scripts and read the scripts and stuff. But in my mind, I blanked, because in my mind, like, I didn't know that there were people that wrote the scripts, and I kind of thought they just like appeared. Like, I never thought about it. Yeah. And my mom was like, oh, like, what if you go into screenwriting? And I was like, what's that? And she was like, the people that like write movies and shows and stuff. And I was like, you can do that? And then my life was changed, and I went to a screenwriting like summer class that they had at my school. Fell in love with it.
That's nuts. If it makes you feel better, I also didn't know screenwriters were like,
I think most people still don't. Like,
right.
I like, people ask me, they're like, oh, like, what are you studying? I'm like, screenwriting. And they're like, or then they go and they're like, oh, so you want to be like a director or producer? Right.
It's like, no.
I'm like,
not really. What was your the best script that you read? What's your favorite movie
I've ever read? Ooh,
I have mine.
Okay. Well, those are I have two different answers.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Okay, so I think the best script that I ever read. Oh, wait, that's really hard. Okay, I really love the script for Nightcrawler.
Okay.
Because
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's a good
just
movie.
The way that the script is written, it's just very like, it makes you want to read it.
Yeah.
So like, I love that. I also really like the script for Jennifer's Body,
okay,
which I recently watched the movie. I didn't love it.
That's the one with Megan
Fox. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Really? Okay.
I didn't love the movie, but the script was really good.
Wow. That's what kind of sucks about screenwriting. If you're not like a producer on it, like, you don't, when you hand it off, it could just be like,
it can change completely. Yeah.
That sucks. That's what sucks about it. I'm like,
the crazy thing is, one of my professors told me that like, you can write a script, like they can pay you to write a script for like a movie or something, and they pay you give them the script, and then they hire somebody else to change it.
Yep.
That
like, no.
He told me that. I was like,
no.
What do you mean? But this professor also told us that because he like made enough money writing scripts and like writing movies, he took his wife on like a 2 or 3 month long honeymoon to Europe. So
that's financially
responsible. That's my motivation.
Yeah.
All the time. I would love to be able to afford to go on a 2 month trip to Europe.
2 to 3 months,
just from
weeks.
Months from movie money.
Movie money is
movie
nuts.
money.
Okay, good show.
I've had a mix. I had a professor who came in like first day of class and like brought his award to class. He was. But then I've also had professors that were like super candid, and like 2 years ago during like the writer's strike. And they were telling us, they were like, I like was supposed to have a job. I was supposed to be in a room this summer, but because of this strike, like this isn't happening, and this is like how it's affecting my livelihood and stuff. I'm like, obviously, I'm doing teaching, but that's not
enough.
That's not what I like wanted, like fully wanted to do. Like that's not my passion.
Right.
So I definitely appreciate those professors that are like honest about that.
I mean, the professor we had, I feel like he was kind of honest.
Yeah.
No? I appreciate that. Like, I don't know. There's the professor be like, your dreams can come true if you pull yourself from the bootstraps and work. I'm like, yeah, dude, let's face reality. Like, what is, you know what I mean? Like, what is it really like? And they're honest about it. Some of them are, some of them aren't. It's like, it's cool. But that's That's dope. Nightcrawler and Jennifer's Body. I gotta read both of those. Have you read Whiplash?
Okay, I haven't.
Oh.
I've seen. I can't even say I've seen the movie. I've seen clips of the movie. I've seen one scene from the movie. I've watched it in at least 5 different classes.
Yeah. It's a film school movie.
It's a film school movie.
Yeah, it is. And that's the one reason why I don't bring it up a lot, because, like, film schools are like,
I think
this.
Okay,
I'm like,
here's the thing about film school is I feel like there's this list of movies that everyone expects you to have seen because you're in film school. I haven't seen any of them, first of all. Second of all, there's this separate list of movies that you will watch at least 5 times in film school.
Yeah. Citizen Kane. Yeah.
Sunset Boulevard,
yes.
Sunset Boulevard. One of my like best friends, she's also a screenwriting major at Dodge. Hey Savannah.
Shout out.
I had a couple classes with her, like our freshman and sophomore year.
Yeah.
We watched the movie in every single class.
That's nuts.
We had both seen it in high school, in like film classes in high school, and watched it. Same. And I was like,
it's
again?
Not that they're not great movies, but when you repeatedly watch it, like, you know, you get out of one class, then you go to the next, like, here's the same one. I'm like, okay, dang, like, we get it. The one film school movie that I watched that I, like, absolutely loved was Chinatown. Have you seen Chinatown?
Chinatown is one of my favorite movies.
That's a great movie. It's a great movie.
Fun fact, Chinatown is one of the movies that, like, okay, do you have a favorite movie?
I do, but oh god, that's a hard question. But yeah, I do, but it's not. It's weird because my favorite movie doesn't like describe me as a person. Like it's not. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. But I would have to say probably Chinatown's up there. 7, Alien, the original, and Social Network. You can put Whiplash up there too. Okay. But those are like, yeah. Oh, Spider-Verse. Oh my god, I love that movie. I love that movie. I'm sorry, I just named 6 movies. I'm sorry, you asked for 1.
That's valid. That's valid.
But
I don't have one favorite.
Yeah, I mean, wait. What's your favorite?
Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. I have my like favorite movies that I'm like I love them. They're like comfort movies, and then I have my favorite movies that are like film school movies that like if we're in class and they're like, "What's your favorite movie?" I'm like, "Ooh." So that would be like Chinatown.
Yeah.
LA Confidential.
I haven't seen it.
I really like.
I'm so sorry.
And what's the other one? Baby Driver.
Great.
I really like Baby Driver.
Oh, so you're okay. That's not. I was about to say that.
Those are my film school movies, though.
Oh, film school movies. No, what are the movies that you love?
Love. These are. I don't know if they're like very on brand or like so off brand. I think they're very on brand.
I feel it.
The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan.
Yes, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. Sounds so bad right now. I'm like, I haven't
it's
seen
my
it.
favorite. I know the script by heart.
Really? It's like you love it that much.
I've seen it so many times. That movie.
Oh my gosh.
And my other one is Little Mermaid 2.
Wait, the animated one?
Yeah.
Why not the first one?
Because the first one is good, but like the second one,
you mean
good.
The second one?
The second one specifically. It's like about her daughter, and her daughter like goes off and like becomes a mermaid and tries to steal from her. It's crazy. The music is crazy. It's
really.
I love that. I love that movie.
Really?
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I have to watch it. It's been a minute. I remember watching. Yeah, guys, I've watched it. But Cinderella 3, and
that's a good one.
That one I was impressed by. I was like, I don't know. I was at like an appointment and they had it on TV, and I just watched. I was like, that was way better than I expected.
My doctor's office used to play Finding Nemo every time I went.
Oh, no, that's literally every dentist in the whole world.
My pediatrician, they had like a fish tank in the waiting room with like the Nemo and Dory fish, and they were like every single time I went, they were playing Finding Nemo. And I went one time when I was like, I think I was like 17, so I was like
You're
on the edge. I was aging out, and I went in.
Right.
And they weren't playing Finding Nemo, and I was like, "What's going
wrong
on?
with you guys?"
What's happening?"
Yeah. It's like, hey,
it's like something's off.
Here, like
something's off.
What are you guys doing?
These poor children.
They're watching that new stuff, and I'm just like, the old stuff. We grew up good. We had great stuff growing up. We had The Incredibles. We had, oh my god, we had so much. I think that's honestly. I'm not saying that film is like bad today. I'm not one of those guys, but like growing up the early 2000s. Oh my god, peak.
Yeah.
Peak. But that's cool. Little Mermaid 2. I gotta watch it. I'm gonna watch it, guys, for real.
Okay.
But that's dope. So, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You have a production company.
Oh boy, you found my secret.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So the origins. Oh shoot, these are like, you guys are like gonna hear this. I haven't like told anyone this. This is so weird now. When I was like, remember I talked about when I was a kid, I used to like do all that weird stuff that my parents like, so I had this idea. Oh, by the way, I really love like theme parks and Disneyland as well. I know that's weird, but like I said, I am weird. But
that's like, not weird.
It's like, bro, someone's like 22, 23, like, yeah, I like theme parks. Anyways, no, but yeah. So basically, I love Disneyland. We went to Disney World when I was 7, and I fell in love with it. And then I had this notebook, where it's like Disneyland, Disney World, Disney Universe, and I was a kid at the time, and I was just like running with it. And by the way, my production company is not called Disney Universe. I just want I'm just telling you the origin of how this happened. But I still have that notebook, and it's literally just all these ideas. Because when you're a kid, you like have all these like ambitious thoughts. Like it's just like blue sky. Like nothing's gonna like stop what your mind thinks. Because when you grow up, you start getting all these restrictions and everything, stuff of that nature. And I always hated that. Like, oh, when you grow up, there's like all these restrictions that you can't like do this or that and stuff. Like you can't dream to the fullest extent like you did as a kid. And so basically, like, I knew that I wanted to like make my own films, but also like down the line create like unique experiences like outside of the world of cinema as well. And so then I said, you know what, I'm gonna call it like DU. And no, it doesn't stand for my name, because a lot of people go like, oh, Devin's Universe. I'm like, no, that's so corny. But it's basically the like, what do you call it, thesis or mission of like the company is to like make like media that's like genre bending, but like brings back the child side and like everybody. So like it can be like, fantasy, thriller, horror, sci-fi, but like so like ambitious and big that like a kid will like think of it in a way like that's like what
so
I'm trying
cool.
to represent. But thank you. But like, yeah, so I'm doing film right now. Like my plan is like to do film for like, I don't know, a couple of decades or whatever, and then from that like take the IP and like apply it into like theme parks and stuff of that nature. Like that's like my when I'm like master.
Wait, that's so cool.
Thank you. That's like the master plan. But like there's a lot of time and stuff that I have to do in between that. But right now we're just trying to create more original genre films. So like I said, in the worlds of like sci-fi, thriller, fantasy, whatever, and like add like a real world element into it and talk about like important issues and stuff of that nature. And I've been doing that since 2019, because my first film for that company was just my film to Chapman. So I was just like, okay, this is it. But it's grown so much since. It's actually nuts. So we just filmed the 5th short under the production business. And so this was by far the biggest one. It's called, you know what's funny? I just realized this. I won't talk about full extent because I don't know if you remember it, but we kind of discussed about it in our class. It's so funny. That was the
That's
the
the one
script.
you made?
Yeah.
Oh.
We did that one. So
wait, I like that one.
Thank you.
That was good.
Thank you. But we basically the class that we had, that was the script that I used for my production business. I kind of used that class to like make it as good as possible because I knew it needed help and stuff of that nature. So I said, I'm gonna use this class to my advantage.
Workshopping.
But exactly. So it's basically, yeah, we've done 5 shorts now, and each one we try to go bigger and bigger for each one. So the first one was just like a silent black and white film. Then we went to audio. Then the other one we started doing like special effects and stuff of that nature. So just growing each time. And then with this one, like the budget, oh my god, like it was my biggest budget, like independently. Dodge has given us like way more money, but like we just asked for donations and everyone just kind of poured in, and shout out to everyone that did. Like that was incredible. We got over like 3,500.
Wow.
It was crazy. And so we were just like, thank you so much. And we had this premise of like this kind of like romance. You know the story, but like it's like this romance, but there's a twist, and I won't go into it because I want y'all to be surprised.
Release date?
Yes, so right now the film is almost done. Actually, we're in post, but because we have to like hold it back for festivals because they're a pain in the butt. So like really like January, February kind of area. Like if you go to the festivals though, they will be playing there, but we can't like publicly release until like then because like festivals are like stingy on like hey, it can't be public. I'm like, anyways. But yeah, so basically it's been a ride. It's been like, I don't know, man, that like reflecting on the journey, it's just been like crazy because I just took my friends down the street that I grew up with. I'm like, yo, I want to do this thing. Like, I want to make films and under this production business. And so they're like, okay, cool. And now it's turned into like this like business thing now. And I'm like, whoa, like I wouldn't even expect. I mean, that was the plan, but like seeing it play out, it's like, whoa. So now like after this, we want to do like longer shorts, but eventually like by 2026 we want to start features. So we have like stuff in the pipeline right now. We have like other scripts, and I'm trying to produce those and find a director to do them and stuff. So we want to create this like system, and then if we get like picked up as like a, what do they call it, mini major studios, like a big studio comes up, is like, hey, we want to I don't know, finance your company or be under our big studio. That would be like a dream come true because I kind of want to learn like the studio system and stuff before I go like fully independent, stuff of that nature. So that's like the plan. But a lot of I'm really excited about this one. You should be. That's really cool. Thank you. But this one, like, we shot it. I was so stressed and tired. Like this one, but it was worth it. Yeah. And shout out to my crew because they were amazing. Like they really were. Like there was like things that came up that like weren't in the description. They were like, I'll do it. I'll take care of it. And this, I don't know. They were awesome. And it's in post right now. It's looking amazing. I can't wait for people to see it. So that's a little bit about DU. But yeah, it's been a ride. That's really cool. Thank you for asking. And now you got your business. You got Elaborate with K. So see, it's like, it's cool. I feel like Dodge has an entrepreneur mindset. Like, I don't know. I see a lot of people like taking initiatives, and it's like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And that's the main thing I think, like, which is key for creatives today. Like, don't wait for people to like give you yes, because if you do that, then it's like you're never gonna get a yes. You know what I mean? So like, just like create your own paths. Then the people that have the resources be like, oh, you know what I mean? They'll start peeking over and then start,
Yeah, I feel like there's also just more than one way to be creative.
100%.
Like,
100%.
My creative mind, it doesn't extend to, like, directing or anything, but it's, like, making a podcast or, like, PR, and I love just, like, designing things and, like, coming up with, like, ideas and stuff. And even, like, BSU, like, I like event planning.
Yeah,
and, like,
shout out BSU.
all of the behind-the-scenes stuff.
100%. Like, I feel like, as bad, I know as we as like artists, we like to get on tech and all this stuff. I do too, trust me. My dad's an engineer, so you already see where that hit, but and stuff. So but like as much as we like to like get on it, like, oh, this is bad, but like now with like all this stuff, you can do so much with it and like create your own paths. Like a huge inspiration, or I guess, what have I called it? Like an idol. I don't know. Like someone I look up to. Someone I look up to is like Issa Rae. Like how she kind of like was just like, screw it, I'm gonna kind of like do my own thing. She just started posting on YouTube and started doing all these different ways to like put her work out there. Then HBO and Max caught on to her, and so I was just like, that's so dope. Like she wasn't like, screw that. Like I'm not gonna wait to like get like the high end stuff. I'm gonna just go use the stuff that I have at home and just go with it. I'm like, that's so cool. Yeah. That's so cool. So that's a huge inspiration for me. But that's there's so many paths now. Like it's not just make a film. Like you can do so much. Like this podcast, or just going on shoots. Like I just came from one today, and like that was not a Chapman shoot. Just reaching out to people, just like, yo, especially if you're like in LA, like.
That's so my thing with LA and just Southern California in general is everyone knows everyone. Yeah. Like for how many people it is and how big of a state California is, like it's so small. Yeah, everyone knows. So true. Everyone knows people, so there's always like opportunities for you to meet new people or like get 100%. Opportunities and stuff. And I feel like networking. Just constantly being a nice person.
Oh, 100%.
Because
100%.
Your reputation is gonna follow you.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was like, that's the one thing I think Dodge. They tell you that and they teach you that well. It's like, yo, be kind. Don't be this kind of guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And just like keeping in contact with people, because like literally everyone. Keep in contact. Yes.
Yeah. If you take one thing away.
Yeah, like
keep in contact.
Literally, like the set from today, like I just found out, like, oh yeah, we know each other. We know. Oh, I know that person. It's all connect. It's so small. It's so weird because LA's such a big city, and when I say LA, I really mean SoCal, like just all around. Like I'm like,
same thing.
Yeah, it's like it's all the same. Like I'm just like it's such a big but small city. Like. Yeah. Like it's everyone kind of knows each other, especially in this industry. Like it's a small town. That's what I'm starting to realize. Like it's like, oh, everyone just kind of knows each other. It's a business of who you know. And I know it sounds corny and cheesy, replayed, because like I've heard it so many times, but it's true. Like literally, like all the internships that I got is because like, this person referred you or that. It's like. What? So I don't know. It's just keeping it. Yeah, like if you're good with people, come to LA, because it's a people city. So if you're not, I'm like, it's cool though. Like I don't know. That's just the dynamic and how it works and stuff. But like. Yeah, like you be going to like the master classes and mixers, right? Or
I've gone to a couple of them.
Okay.
Just
I understand.
I'm busy.
Time. Yeah,
no. Usually I have class during them.
So literally, the teachers. I don't know why they do this to us. I don't know why they punish us like this, but like they'll do like the master classes like on a Tuesday night, and they know half the school's in class, and it's just like the teachers would be like. The first hour of class we're going to teach, and then the second hour you just go to master class. By the way, for people that don't know, like Chapman does like these master classes where like Hollywood people like come in and speak to us. Like, are you going to the one this Friday or no?
Maybe.
Yeah, I understand.
Maybe. I have something
I
like
might too. I don't
that
know.
earlier that day, so I have to see.
Yeah,
how
I
long.
understand. I get it.
Yeah.
I've only gone to 6, and there's been like 50. So
That's not a lot, though.
Yeah, they do it a lot, but like I don't know. Dodge has all these kind of mixers and master classes and everything. I try to go as much of them as possible because you just never know. Like I met my DP at a mixer. I met my producer at a mixer. So it's just like, just go and connect, and then bring each other up, and that's how you really make it. Like there's not like, I mean there is a sophisticated system, but it's not as sophisticated. Just rise up with each other. But that's pretty much it. That's how you master film school.
Yeah.
And be like us.
Well,
oh my gosh.
Thank you so much for joining, for coming on, making the drive from LA.
Yeah. Now I have to drive back. I'm just playing. I live here now. I'm just playing. But thank you for having me. I appreciate it. This awesome venue. You guys can't see it, but it's nice in here. It's really nice. But yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Of course.
Everyone for listening, watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, rate, all the things. Devin's socials and stuff will be linked below.
Thank you.
And see you next Sunday.
Peace.
And talk to you next Sunday.